Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about DeFi. Now, for anybody that watches the channel, you know how I feel about decentralized finance. This is going to be, you know, the end of the banks in some regards, and I don't mean that you won't have banks anymore, as in high street banks like NatWest, Barclays, Halifax. I think all of these banks and Bank of America, all these banks, they're all going to exist, right? Like when I say end of banks, I'm not saying that you're not going to have those anymore, but it's the end of banks as we know them, right? So we've done a fantastic interview with the CEO of Meld, so do check that out on the channel. There's many DeFi projects in the space, but for me, like, DeFi is going to be the next evolution of banking, and I believe that the current high street banks are eventually going to get into DeFi. It's far superior returns for investors, and for me it's a no-brainer. This is where we're heading, but there's an interesting article that I want to cover off today, so let's get down to the desktop and check this out and see what I'm talking about. Don't forget, I forgot to mention, mash up that like button if you like this content and you find it useful and educational. Subscribe, tap that bell, select all notifications so you never miss a thing. This way, you'll always be kept informed with everything that's happening in crypto, right? So the total value locked, so TVL, in DeFi hits record high. Ethereum competitors gaining momentum. So you're going to see this with the other ecosystems, like on Avalanche, for example. You're going to see this with Cardano, Solana, Luna. Like, the list goes on and on and on, right? Harmony, you've got decentralized finance on there as well. So really interesting. Over the last year, decentralized finance, also known as DeFi, has been rolling on. DeFi tokens with strong financial utility have gained tremendous market share. As the decentralized finance market continues to expand, the total value locked, TVL, in the DeFi space has touched a record high of $157 billion. So this is not even scratching the surface of where decentralized finance is going, guys. So do check out those decentralized finance protocols. Find a good one, and for me, we're so early. Investing in a really good, strong DeFi project is a good move. Obviously not financial advice, but if you look into decentralized finance and where we're heading, and do your research on some of these projects, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised and see where we're heading right with this. We're ahead of majority of people when it comes to looking at where we're moving in the financial sector. Besides, DeFi projects focused on interoperability, offering cross-chain bridges and liquidity mining pools have registered a major influx of funds over the last month. DeFi tokens have registered a stellar bull run in the market. All of the top 10 DeFi tokens have gained between 25 and 50% over the last 30 days. We have been talking about how good DeFi is, and this isn't for me like a bubble. I expect this to continue, and I expect money to be driven into DeFi in the coming weeks, months and years. The total value locked basically represents assets currently staked on a specific DeFi protocol. The higher the staking, the more legitimate the platform is, in my humble opinion. During the early market bull run of 2021, the DeFi TVL crossed $150 billion. However, the broader crypto market correction happened, and obviously we saw DeFi market also correct significantly. However, over the last few weeks, we have seen these DeFi projects really sort of gain momentum. You've seen this with Solana, Luna, and various others, and some of the market is still down 20%. So, you know, in comparison, they've done remarkably well. Ethereum still holds the lion's share when it comes to hosting DeFi applications as well as TVL. However, there are a few emerging DeFi protocols in the market eating into the market share of Ethereum. And over the last 3 months, several such DeFi protocols have come into existence, and I think this is a process that's going to continue to happen. These platforms have benefited amid the raising Ethereum transaction costs, which we talked about before, while offering faster processing time and through cross-chain bridging, which is, you know, really important, and we've talked about this on the channel an awful lot. So if you're into all that sort of wonderful stuff and getting our sort of deeper views and opinions on this, join us for one of the live streams on Mondays and Fridays at 2100 UK time. Okay, so BST. DeFi platforms like Avalanche, so AVAX, and Binance Smart Chain have started gaining strong visibility and traction in the market recently. You know, you've seen various, you know, protocols. Avalanche have announced crossing over 1 billion in total value locked, which is just remarkable. I'm not going to get into any more of this particular article. For me, it's interesting to cover it. It shows what we're talking about in the size of growth that we're seeing with DeFi. This is still so early. So if you can find a really good DeFi project that's got good backing, great team, great tech, and is pushing the boundaries, I really think that you're on to a winner. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. With that said, it's this video is for educational purposes only. Never invest more than you can afford to lose, and you know, you've got to expect the swings in the market, you know, of up to 30 to 50%. It happens. We've seen it, and we've talked about it, and we've been through it. So, you know, this isn't a market for the faint-hearted at all. So if you enjoyed this video, mash up that like button, subscribe, tap that bell, select all notifications so you never miss a thing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.